Hiya, it's Vishali. I am at Cobham where I've been to Antonio Conte's pre-Bournemouth press conference. I'm going to be rounding up the big talking points. So let's start off with the all-important team news ahead of Chelsea's quarter-final League Cup clash against Bournemouth. And Michy Batshuayi is set to start for Chelsea. And if he does start at Stamford Bridge, it will be just his 6th start in all competitions this season. Of course, he's recovered from a foot injury. But, you know, even when Morata hasn't played in the last week or so, Conte has opted to have Eden Hazard start in a 3-4-3 formation. And so, you know, Batshuayi's future has been questioned, his game time has been questioned, but Conte confirmed that basically, you know, he's fully fit now and he's going to get his chance to shine against Bournemouth. But just a note on Alvaro Morata's back injury, he is now fully fit, and so he will be on the bench, and, you know, you might well see him come on at some point in that game, but he won't start. Now, the other piece of team is that Charlie Musunda is definitely out of that game. He's got a groin problem, and David Luiz remains out with that knee injury. Now, just moving on to David Luiz, because Conte was asked about the fact that stories have, been appearing in the British press over the last couple of days about lots of clubs being linked with a loan move for him, and indeed, you know, Newcastle and Arsenal are the latest clubs to be linked with a loan move for the defender in January. And Conte just seemed really frustrated, I think, at the continued questions about Luiz. He said, "Look, I don't read the papers, so I don't know what the stories are," and he basically refused to speak about it. Who he did speak about was Kenedy. Kenedy was sent home early from Chelsea's pre-season tour of the Far East because he made an offensive social media post. But Conte said, "Look, everything's in the past now, and his commitment and behaviour has been perfect." He actually used that word, perfect. And, you know, I think what it means is you might well see Kenedy play some part against Bournemouth, and mostly it's because of Marcos Alonso's suspension, because of course he picked up his 5th yellow card against Southampton, so he's definitely out. And then, you know, he was also asked about a lot of the youngsters coming through the Chelsea Academy and doing really, really well for the under-21 side and the development side. And, you know, a couple of them were Callum Hudson-Odoi and, Sterling. And, you know, you may well see them on the bench against Bournemouth, put it that way, based on what Conte said here today. Just to end off today's vlog, Conte was asked about Christmas. You know, he said he's really looking forward to it. Of course, he doesn't really have much time to prepare for it, as many of us do as well, because they'll be all working football. But he did say he hasn't done his Christmas shopping yet, and he's been relying on his wife to do a lot of it. So I'll be at the game between Chelsea and Bournemouth. That's their League Cup quarter-final clash at Stamford Bridge. So watch out for a vlog after that game.